Hi friends, it's Christine Vicente with Queen City Stamp Art, and today I'm back again to share another beautiful sweet collection from the Stampin' Up! September to December mini catalog. This one is called Peaceful Garden, and I also have, in addition to some additional samples, I will have a fun project that I'm going to share with you too. It's a little treat holder that would be great for a lot of different holidays coming up this fall and into the winter. And I'm excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and jump into my studio. Okay, so here we are with the Peaceful Garden Sweet Collection, and I'm going to be showing you all of the different components. This collection can be found on page 33 of the September to December Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog for 2025. And I'm going to give you a closer look at each of the components, and then we'll get into a cute little treat holder project using these products. So the first thing I wanted to share, of course, is the stamp set, the Stamp and Die bundle. You can purchase all of these items individually, or you can purchase them, the Stamp and Die bundle together, and it also includes a 3D embossing folder. Then you can purchase the embellishments and the papers and the glimmer papers separately. But you do save 10% when you purchase either the bundle or the entire suite collection together. You save 10%. So let's take a look at the stamp set. So this stamp set is called Peace on Earth. It's got some beautiful sentiments that are great for the holiday season, but also for just more generic, like peace, love, and joy would be beautiful even as a New Year's card or a birthday sentiment. There's all the best in your next adventure, which kind of implies moving on, whether it's a new job or retirement or a college education maybe. Just great little sentiment for that. And then we've got a couple of sympathy sentiments here too, heartfelt prayers with deepest sympathy, and then of course hugs, big hugs for a good friend. That's probably my favorite one out of all of them in here. I think that's beautiful, and I love the Peace on Earth for Christmas. Now these are especially nice because they coordinate beautifully, of course, with the dies in this set. And the dies in this set include two detail die cut doves, a beautiful couple of leafy sprigs. So this little tiny sprig is for the dove's mouth, like a little olive branch. And then we've got some little die cut star embellishments and two sentiment panels that layer together so that you can do a matte layer and a stamped layer. And then you can also turn these into either cards or ribbon belts, so with this die. So another great option. So this is a beautiful die set that coordinates beautifully. This is a beautiful die set on its own, but it coordinates really nicely with the sentiments in this set, since many of them imply peace, and the dove is the symbol of that. So these are the first part of it, and then there's a wonderful embossing folder that die cuts, that will emboss a layer, but it also die cuts. So you can create a die cut panel that fits perfectly into the embossed layer of this embossing folder. It doesn't die cut. I don't know why I just said that. The embossing folder doesn't die cut, it just embosses, but you can die cut a panel that will fit beautifully in the space once it's embossed. So it's a very pretty combination of products. So that's the bundle, and then the papers are really gorgeous. The ribbon is a beautiful blue satin, kind of a navy blue satin with a silver trim. That's really, really gorgeous, very, very light and drapey. And then the stamp set, the embellishments are really fun too. They're a variety of different blues. So you've got like the Night of Navy, the more blueberry bushely type blue, or maybe Misty Moonlight. And then you have that gorgeous cloud cover, which is one of our new in colors. Or you might this actually might be like kind of a lost lagoon, like a light lost lagoon, but really, really pretty. So the embellishments come in an ombre effect from white all the way up to the dark secret sea color. So really pretty embellishments. And then the papers, of course, are the star of the show. These are all the B sides of the paper. So again, you've got some Lost Lagoon here, or cloud cover. You've got Night of Navy with little stars. There's some little botanical prints here with like the florals, a little crumb cake in here, and then another little botanical print. And then when you flip them over, these are the A sides. So they incorporate some of those dove images. And then this is just sort of like a little white kind of, it almost looks like a little plaster. And then another botanical. And this is a beautiful floral. It's like hydrangeas almost, really, really pretty. And then this beautiful floral too. This is all I have left of my packet, so I've used this one a lot, but I love this botanical. So beautiful, beautiful papers. And then one of the last things that is part of the collection on page 33 is the glimmer paper that's included. So this is a blues set of glimmer paper. Now they say this is a green, like when in the description it says light green, 2 different blues and a light green. I don't think of this as green. This is definitely a more a silver color, maybe kind of a warm silver. So more like a cloud cover. So this is the cloud cover cardstock. And then this really picks up some of this color in the glimmer paper. So I would definitely say it's more of a cloud cover. And then this is a blue, like a blueberry bushel type of blue, between that and a azure afternoon. They don't specify the colors, but those are the colors that I'm sort of equating with this. And then this dark one would either be great as Night of Navy or Secret Sea. Really, really pretty. Normally you get 2 packs of glimmer 2 pieces of glimmer paper, but in this pack you're getting 6. You're getting 2 each of the light, medium, and dark blues. So well worth an investment in your stash to have those glimmer papers, because they can always add such pretty shine and sparkle to your projects. So let's go ahead and pull out the piece Love and Joy Sentiment, which I already have out on a block, so that's all set. Okay, so we have this, and then we're going to put these to the side. And then the project that we're going to make today is this adorable little Hershey Kiss treat holder. So this is a really cute little treat holder that is fun to make, and it looks really beautiful at a place setting. So setting this in front of someone's dinner plate for any of the holidays that are coming up, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, or if you're hosting a birthday party or a retirement party, you can put anything here. You could type up a list of people's names and die cut them out or trim them out with your trimmer and add this as a place card. It makes a really, really cute place card, and then you can kind of decorate them however you want. I just thought this would be really, really pretty for like a New Year's Eve party, you know, wishing everybody peace, love, and joy in the new year. So let's go ahead and pull in the supplies that you'll need. So you're going to need, you can make 4 of these out of 1 sheet of cardstock, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So the base of this measures 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And we're going to go ahead and pull in our trimmer. And we're going to do a little scoring. So we're going to put the long edge at the top of the trimmer, get our cutting blade out of the way, and we're going to score this at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, and 4 1/8. So that's 1 3/8, 2 3/4, and 4 1/8, and you get even spacing across your rectangle. So that's the scoring for this one. And then the extra pieces you're going to need a piece of designer series paper that measures 4 by 1 1/8, and then you'll need a piece of cardstock for a mat, or I'm using some of this glimmer paper, but it measures 4 1/8 by 1 1/4, so it's just a 1/8 inch mat all the way around. So that's what you need for this. And then you're also going to need a little sentiment panel for the sentiment that you're going to put on it. So we're going to be using the Peace, Love, and Joy. So I cut a little panel of cloud cover from the textured note dies. I use this little die at the bottom to cut that panel. It fits the words perfectly. And then a little piece of white to die cut a little dove. So I die cut that little dove already. So that's all set. So this is a very, very easy treat holder to put together. I'm just going to get some of the chocolate. Now, if you are going to be attending the Creative Design Retreat in Charlotte, North Carolina, during the month of September 2025, then you're gonna have an opportunity to make one of these. I'm offering this little treat holder as a make and take, a free make and take. So just stop by my booth. We're gonna do it in a fall theme, so you'll get to play with some product and get to make one of these on your own. So we're just gonna kind of fold it up. Basically, you're gonna fold it into a little triangle like this, and you're gonna want the opening of the triangle, so this open edge toward the back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some tear and tape to this. Actually, before we do, we should probably go ahead and add, we should add a strip of tear and tape to the bottom section, just a little bit across the bottom. This is what we're gonna place our Hershey Kisses on. So this little treat holder holds 4 Hershey Kisses. So I'm just gonna line them up on here. I put some tear and tape just to stick them to that. And we're just gonna stick them down and line them up just like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take another piece of tear and tape and add it to this section. And this is what's gonna close our little treat holder. So go ahead and peel that off, and we're just gonna kind of turn it into the triangle and wrap it closed. So you just wanna line up those edges and then just smooth it down, and it will hold it right in place. Now, the open edge, this is where the edge is, the open edge, that's gonna be the back of my holder. So I'm gonna flip it over so this smooth, soft edge is the front, okay? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna layer these 2 pieces together. So you can use any adhesive for this. And then just layer your designer series paper to your cardstock or your glimmer paper if that's what you're using too, just like this. And then I'm just going to get my scissors and trim this up a little bit. I think I made this a tiny bit too long. The measurements are correct, but I laid it on there incorrectly. So there we go. And now I'm gonna add this piece to the front of my treat holder. So right here, it layers right on the front, and it should fit perfectly, top to bottom and side to side. Just like that. And now it's all decorated. And now we're gonna go ahead and take I'm taking my Secret Sea ink, and I have this little panel in Cloud Cover, and I wanted to make this a different color than white because I wanted the dove to really look white when we put the dove on. So we're just gonna go ahead and ink up the sentiment and then stamp it right here, side to side, center it, right on the sentiment panel, like that. And then I'm going to use a little bit of some of my mini dimensionals to add this piece to my treat holder. So I'm just going to go ahead and add 3 of these. And the measurements for this little guy, you can find them in the description of the video or over at my blog with some photographs of the finished project. And that's QueenCityStampArt.com. And so now I've added this little sentiment panel to the thing, and now the last thing I have to do is add the dove. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape adhesive on the bottom of the feathers here so that this part is what's going to stick onto the treat holder. And I'm just going to kind of push out the feathers a little bit so that they look like almost like he's fluttering them. Just like that. And now we have this beautiful treat holder for the New Year's Eve party table. So you can make a bunch of these. You can make them in all different themes. You can use anything to pop up off the top. So we're going to be using some leaves for the fall-based one that we're doing at the retreat. But I just wanted to share this fun little project because I think it's so easy and such a fun little thing to make for the upcoming holidays, no matter what they are. And no matter what you celebrate. So I hope you enjoyed this little project and seeing a closer look at the Peaceful Garden Suite collection. I really enjoyed sharing it with you, and I will be back tomorrow with another project.